I'm just a guy who loves Disney and has way too much time on his hands. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I'm here to rate, review, and describe all of your favorite things from the magical world of Disney. I'm File91e and welcome to my Disney News and Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Disney News and Reviews. I'm File91e, and as you can plainly see, my house is still haunted if you are just watching my video for the first time. This past month, my house has been haunted by ghouls and goblins, and then all of a sudden, they've been messing with my camera, and then all of a sudden, these family of spiders, came out of nowhere, and then my Jason Voorhees figure kind of moved. And the lights came out of nowhere. Well, I put up the lights. I figure if everything else is going to be haunted, might as well, get into the Halloween spirit too. And I also got this little thing here, just funny, silly stuff. But next week is my Halloween episode. Do not miss it. But two things this week. I got two things, to show you guys. I got I subscribed to Game Informer magazine, and it was really cool what was on the cover. It's the new Epic Mickey game, and they have a nice little spread in it about the game here. So you can see there, there's some good stuff, and I think they got one more page in there. But basically, in a nutshell, you play as Mickey Mouse, and it's the more mischievous Mickey Mouse, the old school Mickey Mouse, the Mickey Mouse that everybody likes, not the goody two-shoes Mickey Mouse, but the old school Mickey Mouse that actually gets into some trouble. And you're actually fighting against, oddly enough, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. That was, if you don't know, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was Disney's first ever creation that became very popular. But it was bought out by Universal through some underhanded tactics, and it's remained with Universal until Disney traded Al Michaels, the sportscaster, a real live person, for this cartoon character. And now it's back, with Disney, and they can make this game now. And I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It should be an adventure game. I also picked up the Rocketeer. I never had this a movie on DVD before, but it is a movie rewards DVD title. It also has a free Race to Witch Mountain movie ticket, which I guess kind of fits because last week I did Race to Witch Mountain. But yeah, enough about the stuff that I picked up this week. Let's get right to the news. Happy Haunting at Downtown Disney takes place on October 30th and 31st. There will be a family-friendly Halloween street party from 5 to 9 p.m. along with music, magic, storytelling, trick-or-treating at select locations. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror 13K and 5K runs returns October 24th, tomorrow, for its third year. And the journey includes a haunting course through the vacant streets of Disney's Hollywood studios. The event is complete with live entertainment, a themed after party, and exclusive opportunities throughout the theme park. In addition, a 5K race, as I said, has been added for 2009 this year. For more info, please visit www.disneyenduranceRaceSeries.com. Walt Disney World has built a new monorail train using the undamaged remains of the two trains that collided in a deadly accident over the summer. The new train is expected to go into service later this fall. It will be painted with a teal stripe to distinguish it from the resort's other trains, and each of which have a unique color. Disney said the colors pink and purple, the two colors of the two trains that were involved in the collision, will be retired out of respect for the employees following the first fatal accident in the Disney World monorail's 38-year history. Let's get right to the reviews. The first thing I want to be reviewing today is actually something pretty cool. It's the Disney rendition of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Now this can be found on the DVD, The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, which also has a cartoon involving Mr. Toad, from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, that sort of thing. Now this is based on the story by Washington Irving, and Ichabod Crane is a school teacher who is kind of an odd-looking guy, but somehow gets his way with the women. There's Brom Bones, who is the town bully, and he doesn't like Ichabod Crane because he tries to be the center of attention, but Ichabod Crane somehow always gets the attention that he craves. And then this is also narrated by Bing Crosby. A lot of you know Bing Crosby from his musical background and the movies he's done. And there's a song called Ichabod Crane. I'm not sure if you all heard it, but I remember it from when I was a kid. It was like Ichabod Crane sort of thing. That's also sung by Bing Crosby, and everything's pretty much narrated by Bing Crosby voices and whatnot. Now, let me give you a brief little synopsis of this whole story. Brom Bones, he was making fun of Ichabod Crane, and he picked on him a lot. One day he met Katrina, a gorgeous young lady, and Ichabod Crane fell in love with her. Now, Brom wants Katrina, but she likes Ichabod. Brom got jealous, so after a town social, Brom told everybody a story about the Headless Horseman, and he just wanted to scare Ichabod. Now, on the way home, Ichabod had to go through Sleepy Hollow, which is where the Headless Horseman was. And he encountered the Headless Horseman, and it is assumed that he was killed by the Headless Horseman because they found his hat along with the shattered remains of a pumpkin head. Just saying. And but you see that But you see in the end that it's assumed that he is living in a different town, but no one knows. So yeah, I'm gonna give the Legend of Sleepy Hollow, or Ichabod Crane rather. I want to give it 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I definitely think that it's one of the better ones in Disney. Still an average movie compared to everything else, but. Who knows, maybe one of these days I'll review The Adventures of Mr. Toad too, so check that out. Yeah, so let's move right on. Okay, the next thing I'm going to review is Hocus Pocus. Now, I love this movie. This is one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies, and funny enough, it was directed by Kenny Ortega of High School Musical fame. This was one of his first movies that he directed for Disney, and it was one of his better ones. Stars Bette Midler as Winifred Sanderson, Sarah Jessica Parker as Sarah Sanderson, and Kathy Najimy as Mary Sanderson. You should know these 3 actresses. They're pretty famous. They've been in other things, especially Bette Midler and Sarah Jessica Parker, obviously, from Sex and the City. And then there's also Kathy Najimy, who is, to me, one of the funniest actresses out there. I think she's one of the funniest actresses on the planet. I laugh whenever I see her in a movie, but it's for me. Now let me give you a little plot synopsis in case you haven't seen this movie. I'm sure you have. During the Salem witch trials, the Sanderson sisters killed little girls by sucking the youth out of them. They were hanged but vowed to rise again, and 300 years later they were by Max, who is the main protagonist, along with his little sister Danny, played by Thora Birch, she was in American Beauty. And Allison, his love interest in the movie, and they caused the sisters to rise again, and the culture shock of these sisters and modern times is really funny. It's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. It's a road. It's a road, because they encountered the blacktop surface, for the first time, and it's just really funny. And it's a bus, a bus, a bus, a bus, a bus, a bus. That was Sarah Jessica Parker. Her character is really funny in this, along with Kathy Najimy's character, and Bette Midler plays a good straight character. Good, their comic timing with each other was so excellent and superb. Now, another character in this is Binks, who is a cat who is infused with the spirit of the brother of the last little girl that died 300 years ago before they hung the sisters. And now he helps get the sisters under control, and there's a big schmooze fest right in the end. Haha, happy endings. Everybody's loving each other, so it's a Disney movie. Now, everybody in this movie did a great job. All the acting was done pretty well for pretty much being a Disney Channel movie. And again, Sarah and Kathy's characters were great. Bette Midler also did a little musical number in the middle of the movie called "I Put a Spell on You," and that's actually one of my favorite Halloween songs. Take that for what it's worth. And it did decently in the box office, but it remains pretty much a TV movie. Plays regularly every Halloween season on the Disney Channel and ABC Family. Now, I want to give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. This is one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies, and you know, every time I see it, I gotta watch it just because it's a great movie. It's one of those ones that'll, I think, will stand the test of time because the jokes are, you know, timeless, and you know, it's cool. So check out Hocus Pocus if you haven't. I don't know if, I think you should have, but if you haven't, check out Hocus Pocus. I think you'll enjoy it. Alright, I want to thank everyone for watching this week's Disney News and Reviews. As always, if anybody from Disney is watching, please don't sue me. I want people to buy your stuff, watch your stuff, and go to Disney World and have fun. Especially now when it's with Halloween time, because Disney does all kinds of decorating. It's really cool. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. I'm actually going to go watch Saw 6 soon. Yeah, it's a pretty gruesome movie, not very Disney-like, but I love horror movies, what can I say? Have a good week, guys.